JC here again to share episode 3 of the life and times of JC Otero. It's still my 33rd birthday. It is 12:33. I am trying to keep the momentum going. I don't know how much later I can stay up, or I guess really how much I can tolerate emotionally. That last episode on my cancer experience kind of made me not want to even continue on with this, but I made a commitment to myself that I would do this because I've been putting this off long enough. And although these are pretty rough copies, I think they're going to serve as a way for me to build upon them, maybe polish them up. Who knows? Maybe I'll do like better videos in the future with better lighting and sound, and maybe a little bit better scripted. I'm kind of just going off on the cusp here. Chances are probably not anybody's gonna ever see these videos. If so, maybe just a few people. But who knows? Maybe it'll reach some people at some point. At least these raw uncut copies. So I thought, to kind of change gears and go more on a positive side after the downer of the last episode, was I would dedicate this one to past birthday experiences I've had. With this being my 33rd, I haven't really experienced the one yet. My wife is out on a work retreat. She'll be back tomorrow. We're having dinner tomorrow with her, my mother-in-law, and my mom. Something I've been wanting to do for the longest time. So I was like, well, if I haven't been able to get it pulled off anytime, other than this, I've been trying for years. But I think for my birthday, I should be able to do that. So I think it's going to happen. We're going to some place called True Food Kitchen. So I've been trying to eat much more clean. So I'm excited about that. It should be a good experience. And then Friday, I think Friday we're going to the Panic Room, which is something I've also been wanting to do for several years and shared it with quite a few people. And they've already had birthdays at Panic Rooms, but I missed those because we were traveling. So I'm excited about that. We're going to be meeting up at the Tavern. We're going to have quite a few people go. Real close friends for many years, and family. So they got me thinking about past birthdays. I think the earliest birthday I can remember must have been my fifth birthday, turning 5. Can't remember any birthdays before that, but I think that goes pretty far back. And the reason why I remember that so clearly it was at I think it was Chuck E. Cheese. It must have been Chuck E. Cheese because they had the robotic animals that danced, and like there's bears and lots of games and stuff. But one thing, I'm definitely not a materialistic person, but what stood out most then was I had gotten the Game Boy as one of my gifts. I think my uncle gave it to me, or my mom. I think it was my uncle. But I got some games, and I got this cool little carrying case. My mom still has it somewhere. It's pretty cool. I think it still works. And then some years later, I got the thin, clear version one, so I still have that one, I think. But that was such a cool thing, and I had to just look it up right now, and it came out on April 21st, 1989. And my birthday was November 30th, 1989, and so I had gotten it just some time after it came out, and that was such an awesome thing, and I played that for so many years. I wrecked on Tetris. I think I got like up to like 212 lines. I don't know if I was in Prodigy level or not. If there's a competition, I regret not getting into it, but I wrecked at that game. Dr. Mario, Kirby. I love the Paperboy. I loved that thing. I might even look it up and see if I can play it. See if I can find it at my mom's place. Other than that, other obviously I've had a lot of birthdays. One that really stands out too it was this one year. I can't remember what year it was, but my brother picked me up. It was at some point he was in high school because he had the White Fang, which was this escort car. I think it was like a 90 or 91 or 89 or something. But he picked me up from school, and the weather was just horrible. I mean, the weather's always horrible around this time of year, which isn't the case today. It doesn't look like so. That's amazing. I remember growing up, it would always rain on my birthdays. It was always cold and rainy. And so this particular year, there's a huge storm, and he picked me up and he was driving me somewhere. I can't remember where he was telling me where we were going, but I couldn't see anything, so I didn't know where we were going. It was so bad we had to like park and like wait a while because the rain was just coming on so much that we couldn't see. So then we eventually get there and we get to Malibu. And Malibu was a place like that's where you want to have your birthday party. It was like a way cooler, bigger kid kind of like arcade that looked like a castle, and they had like bumper boats and like go karts and putt putt and all types of games, and way cooler than Chuck E. Cheese. Obviously, I was much older than turning 5, but it was a surprise birthday party. And so we get there, and like all my friends from school were there, and they're in the room, and we're walking over there, and we're like stopped to play some games, and then we eventually get to the room, and they all like surprise me, and everyone's there, and they wish me sing me happy birthday, and then we just spend the rest of the afternoon or whatever it was, day or evening or whatever, playing games and really enjoying that. And Malibu ended up being a very fond experience of mine, and they closed down some years ago. But I had probably like 3 or 4 birthdays there. Like it was so cool, the go karts and the bumper boats, and those are really fond memories. And my mom did a really great job at always providing me a wonderful birthday experience. And those are memories that I cherish to this day, and want to definitely give my kids those same types of experiences for their birthdays. We do get to experience some kids' birthdays nowadays with our nieces and nephew, but um, some other notable birthdays that came to mind. Obviously, when I turned 21, I remember just going for dinner with my brother and his wife, and I want to say Danny went to DW. And we went to Chewy's right there on Barton Springs by Zilker Park, and was able to finally order a margarita legally without having to use an ID that how that goes. But um, and then after that, then going out with my buddies and going downtown and stuff like that. And around that same time too, all my real close friends were becoming of age too. So it was more. I mean, even though we were still going out, but this was officially at 21. So that was always don't have too clear of those times. Same thing with my 30th birthday. That was a lot of fun. Kristen had reserved a space at Jay Black's, I think it was. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, we had tons of people there, and we just had a great time. And it was a wild night. We ended up we went to the wrong hotel. We couldn't find a room. We realized it was the wrong hotel. We went to the right hotel. Um, but yeah, and I don't know what happened. Sometime I guess once I was older, like after college, or I don't know when it happened, but I stopped liking to celebrate birthdays. Stopped trying to. I didn't like being in the center of attention, and when I started dating Kristen back in 2011, she loves celebrating events and things like that, and holidays and birthdays, and she's so thoughtful and things. And that year, well, I guess right before that, I was in like real bad shape, um, and I didn't have a good birthday. And then some, the first birthday with her was in 2011, following not being in a good state in life, but she surprised me by coordinating with my coworkers at Dell, and she went and decorated my desk and put all this Yoda stuff because I'm a big Yoda fan, and she did that, and she got me breakfast tacos, and she used the breakfast tacos as a way to leave early because we were staying together that night. She isn't here tonight, but decorated my desk and everything, and caught me completely by surprise, and that was a really thoughtful gesture. And gradually I've started liking birthdays even more. It's something to celebrate. If you don't have a birthday, it's not much to celebrate, right? And every year should be you should be grateful for every year that we have and every day that we have, because we never know that when we're gonna die. Like we either be an illness, or we could die in an accident, or we could be in the wrong place, the wrong time, and get shot in a car accident, or all types of things. And so you just got to kind of keep that in mind, and the times that you do have, enjoy them. And if you are fortunate enough to celebrate a birthday, have some cake if you can, and treat yourself. It's another year. It's a big accomplishment. And so here's to a great birthday, and then to a year, and then hopefully I can revisit this again next year, and share some more experiences on my 34th birthday, and Last thing I want to share with people in terms of like birthdays and things like that and longevity is that when I was going through the cancer experience, one of the goals that I had set myself for was it's my ultimate lifetime goal is that I want to live to 117. And the reason why I want to live to 117 is because on my tombstone, it'll be able to read 1984 to 2101. So I will have officially lived through 3 centuries. So that is my lifetime goal. And just as recently, maybe the past like 4 or 5 months, I've really been working on trying to educate myself on health and nutrition and fitness and trying to just live overall more healthy because I only have one vehicle. And of course, technology is getting better in medicine, but I want to try and be as natural as possible without having to go into Bionic Man, JC Otero. But 117 is the goal. So once I get to every year it's going to be kind of like a notch closer towards that. So hopefully this is just one of many videos, and this is just my third video. So let's keep going.